Hello everyone, so welcome to my channel. So in this particular episode, I will be talking about the current scenario of the freshers. Okay, so as you know, so right now it's a recession period. Okay, so right now the market is quite low compared to previous years, right? So as such, okay, as taking consideration of all these parameters, right? So many of us are still in a confusion mode, right? So whether we need to offer a Pega as a career or not, okay? And few of the persons are thinking or else are in dilemma to switch whether to switch in a Pega domain or else in a other domain as well. All right. So by the end of this video you will be getting a some crystal clear idea about uh, what decision need to be taken, all right, in order to be in a correct situation or else in a valid path. All right, yeah. So coming to the first question, so what is the current scenario of the freshers? Okay, so here I will be taking into it two scenarios. The very first thing is that freshers who recently pass out, like I can say right now, the year is of FI is nothing but 2024. Okay, from 2023, or else let's take one odd scenario like 2022. Okay, so 2022 to 23 or 24 batch. Okay, now these students nothing but what I can say recent grads. Okay, so for these recent grads, okay, so who has certified into basic level like system architect, okay, I can say CSA. Okay, so these CSA aspirants, I can say, okay, who are all are up to 2022 to 2024 in between. Okay, so if they want to learn Pega, just I'm welcoming you. Why? Because it's a golden opportunity. Many of the MNC companies are, started hiring as well. Like I can say campus placement. Okay, like we will be having many companies are already started the enrollment of the campus drives. Okay, so if you are very thorough with the basic Pega basics, okay, and if you are already started working and exploration on any of the user stories, okay, then it's a golden opportunity. Okay, you can just grab, you can just enhance your skills and settle down in the Pega. Okay, that is for sure. I can strongly agree with that. Okay, so these were recent grads. Now, how about the different domain people who want to switch to Pega domain with a 0 years of experience? That is nothing but, for suppose if some of the I can say like members or candidates or aspirants who pass out like in the year of up to 2021, like from 2014 or 15 to 2021. Okay, now what is the situation for these candidates or aspirants? Now, can they get a job in this current scenario? So I can say we need to think of, okay, why? Because see here, right now many companies, almost all the companies only recruiting for candidates for recent grads, that is for freshers, or else for experienced person for at least 2 years. Okay, or else uppermost what it may be. Okay, but the candidates who are up to 2021 pass out, now we need to rethink about this Pega career. Okay, so I'm talking in a naked way. Why? Because we need to digest these words. Why? Because I have been analyzing this career graph and Pega graph as well, and companies psychological theorems as well. Okay, I have applied many scenarios in that. Okay, so after all these circumstances, after applied all these physical psychological aspects, I came to know that many of the clients are expecting, okay, they are not expecting like freshers are some kind of thing. Why? Because they are validating with the help of the certification here. Okay, so that is the other term. Okay, I will talk later in this video. Let's talk the scenario of the freshers. Okay, so if you get any sort of call or else if you're consulting any of the consultancies you have, if they offer any kind of backdoor jobs, then I am strictly warning you to not to choose that path. Okay, so if any one of the consultants are watching, or else any of the I can say backdoor job, uh, who can provide the backdoor jobs, who are watching this video, so they may be restrict me, or else they maybe hate me, or else they maybe troll me, or any of the thing. Okay, I'm ready to face anything. Why? Because my subscribers or my users, I don't want to spoil their lives. That's the main motto. Okay, so don't get trapped into those, I can say, consultancies or backdoor jobs who offers like this. Okay, so we know, as we are into the market, we know what is the circumstance of the, and what is the situation of the backdoor jobs. We know. Okay, so don't trap into these kind of activities. This is illegal, I can say, and this is uh, this may leads to a spoiling of your career, golden career. Okay, right. So for freshers, only for the recent grads, yes, it's welcome. And for the non-recent grads, that is up to 2021, then it's hard luck. Okay, there might be a situation where many of the startups, okay, are looking for Pega freshers irrespective of the yearing of pass out. Okay, if you find any of the things, if they offer any sort of internships kind of thing, then you just go ahead. Before thinking anything, you just go ahead. Why? Because you need to upgrade your skills in respect to the real time scenarios. Okay, you need to gain something, right? Okay, so that is a golden opportunity, but there are some minimum chances are there, like 10 to 20% are there. That's it. Remaining 80%, that's it. It's just luck, or wait for the market up. That's it. Okay, so this is for the current scenario of the freshers, I can say. Okay, so this is hard to digest, but this is a truth, yeah, bitter truth. Okay, so in order to gain my channel, or else in order to gain my I can say YouTube subscribers, okay, I can manipulate in a such a way that there are many companies which are hiring for freshers up to 2021. Okay, I can say, like, I can manipulate you at any point of time. I can disturb you in the psychological way, but I don't. Why? Because I don't want to play with your career, guys. I don't want to play with your lives, guys. I don't want to spoil, your current situation. Okay, why? Because I value your time, I value your life, I value your career. Okay, so that's why I just don't want to, I can say, make a false promise on that. Okay, so whatever I knew, whatever I researched, whatever I analyzed, whatever I applied. Okay, so these are the metrics which I am talking to you right now. So these are the truths you need to digest. That's it. Okay, and the second thing aspect is that uh, few of the members are ready to switch to the other domain, I can say. For suppose, here I can here also I will take into two scenarios. Okay, let's take a scenario who works for IT company. Okay, so they are into, like, testing, or some DevOps, I can say. Some are like Java developer or Python developer. Okay, for suppose, those persons or those aspirants, if they want to migrate, or if they want to switch to Pega, okay, then they can go ahead. Okay, just there will be an obstacle called certification here. Okay, that I will be covering, as I iterated, I will be covering in the later part of this video. Okay, there is only I can say, that is the only bridge I can say. Okay, right. And the second, I can say, those like, they don't have any sort of experience at all. Either it may be IT or non-IT, or what it may be. Okay, let's take a non-IT. For suppose, let's take a non-IT. Okay, they just want to I can say, manage their experience. Okay, and they are just I can say, attending interview in sort of other alternate way, which I don't want to take the term also. Okay, why? Because I hate just terms, as, like, just they take some sort of training from the other institutes or some other, and they managing some sort of experience from the other sources, and they're cracking the interviews as well from the other sources, as I treated, which I don't want to mention that word, keyword, that specific keyword. So What about their situation? See, one thing I just want to know. One thing I just want to iterate you that just I want to say you that it's your personal opinion. Okay, I just don't want to interrupt that. But before switching to into the Pega, okay. So whatever the false promises made by your trainer, whatever the false promises, or else whatever the situation, or whatever the only upper layer upper situation, or else whatever the positive environment which you have seen in your friend circle, or else in your like in YouTube, or else like any of the things, it's not applicable in the real time environment. For suppose you had trained for some 3 months, you opted for in a alternate way, you got the job, like for suppose 3 plus or 5 plus or 6 plus, you allotted a project. Now you need to do. Now how can you do without a practical experience? How can you do? Again, you are depending on other sources which I don't want to, as I iterated. So how can you do? So I got many calls. Okay, I got many calls. So in that calls, they probed me like that. Ki they offered a some 15 lakhs package, a decent package, I can say. They opted for a person. He hired a for a freelancer kind of thing. He ran a business. Half of the payment he just settles to a that freelancer guy who supports him to manage all his work, and 50% he just invests in his business. Now what he does, that's it. So this is a scenario, guys. So if you just motivate like this, right? So you are you are just spoiling your career. Okay. So if you are thinking in this way, if you want to migrate your career in Pega, definitely you will face many hurdles. This is for sure. This is the real time, and this is the bitter truth which I want to express in front of you. Why? Because you need to know. Many of us, many of your friends as well, many of your family, whatever it may be, if they are working in Pega, or else other IT non Pega candidates, they might be saying, they might be influencing you that I also opted in the same way. I also manage some experience. Then if I'm getting a decent package, then why not you? They might be influencing in this way. But in reality, in Pega, it doesn't work, guys. Okay? You might be having client round. You need to crack. You need to deal with the complex scenarios. You need to do in your own. Why? Because hybrid culture is implementing. Now, how can you manage all these things? And now you will be having an answer call like, I will opt for work from home. It doesn't work, guys. It's not as simple as you think, right? Don't waste your time by thinking or by implementing all these things. Again, it's your choice. Okay, I respect your thought. I respect your goals as well. But before thinking that, directly before working in a practical way, just thinking of your career and just thinking of just you have passion in the IT environment, just suppressing everything and just coming in an alternate way. Okay, it doesn't work, guys. Okay, be thorough with the basic Pega basics, be thorough with the Pega. I can say at least you need to upgrade your skills in Pega. You need to you need to strive towards to upgrade your skills in the Pega. After mastering in the Pega, at least up to intermediate to up to some skilled person level, at least you need to solve some Pega complex scenarios. After gaining this much of knowledge, then if you want to switch your career, then it's up to you. Then it might be a good choice. Why? Because you gain some knowledge. If you want to switch to like from non IT to IT, or else IT to some Pega kind of thing, then you have a bright future in that zone. But directly taking training like 3 months of training, Okay, that is nothing but like I can say textbook knowledge, theoretical knowledge, and directly you are just implementing in a alternate way, and just you're cracking with a decent package to awesome package, I can say some 18 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 22 lakhs. It doesn't work in the real time, guys. Your mental health, your stress level, your family, your imbalance, and everything, work life balance will disturb you for sure. Okay, I'm not warning you, but this is a real time scenario, guys. Okay, so this is the current scenario for the fresher and as well as for the experienced person. Okay, right. And the third aspect which I promised to say, right, regarding the certification, I can say that year. Okay, so that is the obstacle which we have right now. Now many of the clients, right, they are asking for the certification year, like at least 2021 year certification year, that is of nothing but CSA. If they are having, if they're seeking for a job opportunities for like decent like 3 years, if they're seeking a job opportunity for more than 4 to 5 years or some 6 years, then there is a bridge between like CSSA as well. CSSA, at least they need to crack at least like 2019, at least 2019 or 2017 kind of thing. CSA, CSSA like 2020 or like kind of thing, respectively. They calculate that. Now, how can you manage all these things? And there are many instances who caught in the background verification. Okay, don't spoil your lives, guys. Okay, so I'm not warning you, as I iterated. Okay, so this is the bitter truth actually in Pega. So right now, like fake profiles. Okay, fake profiles has been validated with the certification year. Okay, so this is the truth. Okay, if you think to manage your career in the Pega, then don't think in this way. Okay, so many of your friend circle or many of the consultancies or many of promised person, like I said, backdoor job. Okay, they don't tell all these parameters. Why? Because they are into commercials. Okay, they will influence you in a number of way that they are enhanced with or else they are I can say consulted with many of the IT companies. Okay, so like that they will have many promises. If they are genuine, then okay, you can believe. If they're not genuine, then so you are spoiling your own life. Okay, so this is, if you are a trustworthy, if you are working towards Pega, okay, if you are upgrading your skills towards Pega, definitely not today, definitely tomorrow you will get a job and you will be having a bright future. This is for sure. Okay, so right, so if you get any sort of false information regarding freshers, like they are hiring from 2015 and we will be having a backdoor jobs and everything. Okay, so like in Telegram, like we will be having a number of text in Facebooks as well, in many of the social networking apps. You will be getting a many false news kind of thing. I'm not saying it's a false news, but better to validate from your end as well. If they are genuine, as I iterated, then it's good. It's good means what? I'm not encouraging you to do, if I can say this kind of jobs. Okay, I am just I just hate and I completely negative towards that. Okay, unless you are a Pega upgraded person. Okay, I don't want to opt this as a career. Okay, so this is a bitter truth. Okay, so if my video, if my session, this session, okay, felt you or has depressed you, I'm seeking a really strongly apologize from my end. But this is the truth, guys. You must listen to my words. You must I can say take a look, review my words at least for a sec. Think for a sec at least. Revisit my session as well. Maybe you may find some valuable information. Okay, so this is all about today's session, today's episode. If you think this as a valuable information, whatever I have shared, so please like this and share it across our friend circle so that they may also get this information, real-time information. And if you find these sessions, whatever I just uploaded since last 6 months, as a valuable, then please do subscribe to our channel so that any of the updates from my end you won't miss. All right. Yeah. So if I talk anything blunder, if I talk anything wrong, or else if I hurt anyone, so as I stated, so I'm seeking a strongly apologize from my end. Okay, but as I stated, it's truth. Okay, so if you want to tell something, if you want to convey, or else if you want to, I can say troll me. So comment box is here. Okay, so saying in an open way. Why? Because I really matter your career, guys. I really matter your life. So that's why I'm openingly recording a session in this matter, in this aspect. Okay. So comment box is yours. If you want to praise me, if you want to, praise me like anything, then you can have in a comment box. If you want to troll me like anything, if you want to, I can say scold me like anything, then you can have your comment box as well. You can, it's yours. Okay, I will not disable any sort of comments as well. It's yours. Why? Because it's freedom. Okay, I'm not opposing anyone's thinking. Okay, right. All the best, whatever the step you take in the future. So please rethink of this situation, rethink of this right now situation, market standards, and then take. Okay, so I am wishing you a very all the best for your career, and I am welcoming you into the Pega's world. Bye bye.